Hello, everybody. So I'm just going to do a read. I'm putting June's readings out there. I've done a few. I'm going to be posting them soon. But today is May 21st. So I'm just going to do a reading. And we're going to do a collective reading just to see what wants to come out, okay? So I am using the, what are these called? The Mystical Shaman Oracle. So we're going to go ahead and get a couple cards, and then we're going to pull some White Sage Tarot. And then I might use another deck or two. But let's see. For the collective at this time, whenever you come across this reading, it is May 21st, 2022. But we're just going to see what's coming out for the collective. What message, guidance, whatever wants to come out, Spirit, we're leaving it to you. What should the collective know at this time? What do you want to bring out? The journey, love it, yes. So this whole life you've been on, even the side paths you've taken, the detours, the challenges, the betrayals, it's all been part of the journey. And once we accept it and, don't try to hold on to that story that we were told when we were kids, that we should get married and we should have 2.5 kids, we should have a successful house, we should run the house like a boss, whatever it is. We can't stay on that. We're all here for a different reason. As you can see, things change all the time. Experiences, the whole world changes. Who knew, I don't know. So, we haven't even had technology. Look how technology has changed things. So much has changed. And not get stuck into that routine of thinking that you have to be like what the norm is at that time, because it changes. If you even just look back and, if some of you were even born, the 80s or the 60s, look how much difference has changed. But sometimes we always kind of revert back to some of that, like the fashions or things like that. So, not getting lost in what is popular or the hip thing at this time. You all have your own journey. Be your authentic self, your unique self, and accept that sometimes it doesn't go exactly as we planned, right? Sometimes spirit in the universe has a different way to get us there. And we might be resisting that. So be careful with that, all right? Let's look on the bottom. The rainbow, yes, look at that. We're all wanting that rainbow, right? Somewhere over the rainbow, right? But, you have to make it part of your life. Here, you're on this earth for a reason, to change something, to live a purpose, to make a difference, So you have your own kind of little rainbow. And this reminds me, it's so interesting because June is actually Pride Month. And their symbol is all about that rainbow, right? So this is being who you truly are, authentically, and not giving a crap about what other people think. As long as you're living your life with integrity and respect and that golden rule. I think a lot of people have forgotten about that golden rule. There's so many rude people out there, But it's time to stay in your integrity. And don't let those other people's issues or what they find as success or whatever change who you are authentically, okay? That's not who you are. Tap back down into who you really are and get back on that journey, all right? All right, so we're going to go ahead and get a couple more, and then we're going to pull a couple tarot cards. The serpent, yeah. See, there's a lot of snakes in the grass that come after us, and especially like that devil energy. It always wants to hold us back. It puts challenges in our way, puts fear in our mind, self-sabotage, whatever. It's time to let go of that. And I heard an interesting thing the other day about, and I'm not knocking people that go to bars for fun or whatever, but there's people that go there all the time. There's no growth in that. You know what I mean? There's not. It's time to get back on track, to live your highest good, your highest self, okay? For you. I'm not just saying because, everybody else would, but it does. It raises the vibration of the planet if you're living in a place of integrity, okay? So do that. And now we have smoky mirror, yeah. This is that fog, that confusion that keeps us that. A lot of us want to say, our friends say, hey, you want to come hang out? And we think being around a lot of people, that's successful. It's not. It's good to have friends and a soul tribe and all that, but that's not what life is about. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's see what else. There's so much more to life than that, than sitting on a bar stool or whatever, Upper world, yeah, see? Raising that vibration, living your highest self. Yes, that's what we need to strive for now, okay? So let's go ahead and get a few tarot cards. Yeah, I really feel strongly that spirit in the universe is saying, it's time to tap back into your higher self. Okay, stop delving in those pits, those low places. It's nice to have people, like Garth Brooks says, I have friends in low places. Yes, doesn't mean you're judgmental about it, but as you can see, some of them don't want to grow. They stay stuck, and then they complain. So, I mean, really, do you want to do that? No, it's time to take that new journey. Take those risks. Be who you are. And don't care what people think. I've had so many people say, like, you're mean or different things. And, it used to really bother me. But now it's kind of like, I actually have a higher vibration than you. You're going out to bars and casinos and concerts all the time. You're drinking all the time. It's not good. Oh, yeah, see? Definitely it's time to take this new journey. And, face those fears and take that risk. The journey, it's time to start that. That came on that card. It's time to. It's time to put yourself out there. All right? It's time to go to those unexplored territories of where you're being intuitively guided to. Now let's go ahead and see the serpent. High Priestess, yes. Stand in your highest power. Know who you are as a soul, as a spirit, okay? Don't let those negative energies stop you. Don't let that come in and to block you. Just like flick it off. Snakes in the grass, no. Okay, now upper world. Yeah, this is all about evolution. This one's all about evolving and standing in your power. King of Swords, yes. Your highest power of truth and authenticity. Upper world. It's time. A lot of you are starseeds, empaths, light workers. It's time to stop delving into the lower vibration to try to fit in. You don't fit in. You're different. Everyone is. So are you going to live up here or are you going to lower yourself down here? Right? So let's go ahead and get another one on the journey. Oh, we have two on the journey. So we have the Chariot. Yeah, stay in that willpower, that motivation, that moving forward, balanced energy. And you see there's that dark and light. Keep that balanced. Your shadows are here for a reason. You can't stay all in light all the time, right? Your shadows can serve you, all right? You just know how to letting go of all that trickery and deceit, deception, even if it's in you, saying you can't do it. You don't deserve this. You'll never be that. It's time to get rid of that. Okay, the serpent and the high priestess. Page of Pentacles, yeah. That new beginning in the material world of being who you really are, what you really want, what your worth is, what you deserve. Upper world, King of Swords. Seven of Cups, yes. A lot of opportunities and choices coming in, and again, don't live in that disillusionment of that you're not going to have anything, that you're not worth anything, that you don't deserve anything, that you're different than everybody else. You're supposed to be, okay? Stand in your integrity, stay in your higher vibration, and go for what you want. And don't care about all the distractions and what other people say and their opinions. Everybody has an opinion, right? And then you look at their life and it's not that great either. Justice, yeah, see? Justice, yes. Anything that's happened to you, karma will be served, okay? And anything that you've lost out on will be returned to you, all right? So, we're going to get a 4 agreements card for each pile. Okay. So, this journey. It's time. No more waiting. It's time. Express your love. Be impeccable with your word. Yes. No more just telling people what they want to hear or being afraid to tell them the truth. It's time to speak your word and stick with it. People lose a lot of trust in people when they catch them in a lie, even if it's a little white lie. So be careful. I'm not saying go out and hurt everybody's feelings, but be impeccable with your word. Impeccability of the word can be measured by your level of self-love. If you love yourself, you will express that love in your interactions with others. And that action will produce like action, reaction. So that's the thing. Sometimes we feel like intimidated or whatever. That's something within us. We can't be that way. We have to speak our word, all right? Impeccable. Be impeccable with your word. Now this serpent. Okay. Serpent. Be impeccable with your word. Oh, this is again. Let go of self-judgment and blame. Yeah, it's time to stop that negative talk in yourself. Being impeccable. You take responsibility for your actions, but you do not judge or blame yourself for anything. Yes. Okay? And now upper world. A lot of something about being impeccable. So make sure you're speaking your truth. Okay? Are these all and be impeccable with your word? No, here's another impeccable with your word. So interesting. So it says, realize the power of your word. Yes, again. Yeah, there's so many people that just say what spout off at the mouth and they hurt people's feelings and they're very offensive. It's time to stop that. And I'm tired of hearing about freedom of speech. You can say what you want, or they're so worried about politically correct. Just speak from your heart. You know what I'm saying? Be respectful. Treat people the way you want to be treated, and pay attention to what you're saying. Don't just spout out blowing that, spewing that all over everybody, okay? So this says your word is the power that you have to create. It's a gift that comes directly from God. Yes. Okay? All right. Now we are going to close this reading with a secret garden message on each one. Okay, so this journey. Let's get a secret garden card. Oh, some of you might want to watch that movie, The Secret Garden. I don't know why Spirit told me that. I haven't seen it forever. I don't even know exactly what it's about. Now I got to watch it. Okay, so now we have generosity. Sow seeds of kindness. Yes. That golden rule. Where did it go? It's time to live by that golden rule, okay? And generosity, seeds of kindness. Watch your words. Watch your words, okay? There's a difference in criticism and constructive criticism. And just because you have freedom of speech doesn't mean you can intrude on everybody else's, okay? So be careful what you say. All right, so now we are going to get into this serpent. People need to be more accountable for what they say and do. Adapt. You will get yourself where you want to be. Yes. Adapt. Again, this is kind of like that old story we told ourselves that we had to go this certain route. No, we're not all like little cookie cutters in one of those little cattle things where we're all walking along. That's what it feels like sometimes, right? No, you have your own journey here. You're here for your own purpose, for your own unique purpose, all right? And now the upper world. And I kind of want to look at what that upper world is more in detail. Beauty, dare to be tender and strongly vulnerable. Yes, yes. Yeah, it's not so rigid because we have that closed off heart of things that happen to us or the way people act or we're trying to act tough or whatever it is. No. So let's read this number 59, upper world, okay? If I can find it. Wow, it's way back here. Okay. So this upper world is all about the essence, angels, divine helpers, and the ancient ones, and all varieties of luminous beings populate the upper world. It is a place where you go to retrieve your destiny and find out who you will become. Discover your great potentials and undreamt of possibilities. It is also the place where the spirits of the dead arrive when they complete their journey to the light. The invitation, the upper world is calling you to step into your fully realized self. Yes. Clear distractions so that you can move into a higher destiny. Do not fall into the temptation to craft a slightly more improved version of yourself. What you perceive as a problem or an obstacle is in fact the irritation you need to take the great leap. Remember, you cannot cross the Grand Canyon in 2 small jumps. The medicine. Ask your divine helpers for guidance. If this oracle has already spoken to you, do not ask for more guidance. Take what has been offered. Now you must deal with the lethargy and idleness. While support your new destiny is not yet in place, a new destination is available to you if you act now. So interesting. Everybody in these readings so far have gotten where they're letting go of that drama, that 3D chaos and pettiness, and finally taking a stand and saying no more. So this is kind of like that calling. You're being called. Like the world is like in such a disastrous state right now, it's time to step away from that. It's got to be within you. You know, we can't expect everybody else to change. We hope they do. We can support them to it. That's why a lot of us readers are on here, like, pushing, like, for you to be in your higher vibration, for you to do you and not, like, get involved in everybody else's mess. You know? It's time. Okay? So, I love that. So, that is your message. Thank you so much for joining me. And Spirit's telling me to look at the bottom. The rattle. Yeah, see? It's almost like that charming, like, little tempting you in. Yeah, don't be tempted, okay? It's time. All right, so thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye.